Wendy's Haunted Trains. All aboard.
I boarded the night train from Miami to Orlando after a long shift. Car 7 was packed with people who looked just as exhausted as I felt. The air was thick with perfume, sweat, and overheated plastic. Babies were crying, someone laughing too loud, earbuds hissing music, a typical Florida night train chaos. I squeezed into an aisle seat beside a man snoring softly into his jacket. The train lurched forward, and the lights flickered once. Nobody cared. Half the passengers were already asleep, or were pretending to be. Somewhere behind us came a thump, heavy enough that the overhead luggage rattled. A few people turned, annoyed. Someone muttered, "Probably a damn suitcase." But then came a second thump and a hiss. Not the air brakes kind, sharper, organic. I sat up straighter. A ripple of unease passed through the people nearest me. A woman stood, craning her neck down the aisle. "What was—" She didn't finish because a wave of screams erupted all at once. People surged forward from the back rows, stumbling over each other, eyes wide with animal panic. A man collided with my arm, breathless, yelling, "Move! Move!" Then I saw it. At first I thought someone had spilled dark oil down the aisle, but the shape moved, slid, a thick muscular body, longer than any snake I'd ever seen, snaked between the seats with impossible speed, scattering legs and bags like debris in the water. A python, a big one, maybe a 15-footer. Maybe more. Hard to tell when it's moving toward you. People screamed and scrambled onto seats. Others shoved toward the opposite end of the car, but the aisle jammed instantly. Bodies pressed tight, nobody able to move fast enough. The python's head rose above seat level, broad, expressionless, a tongue flicking between terrified passengers like it was sampling each one. Someone tried to kick at it. That python struck so fast it barely looked like movement. The man went down, clutching his leg, the snake coiling, tightening, its muscles twitching under its scales. That sound, the ribs cracking under pressure, that was the worst part. Small pops, like knuckles being cracked in rapid fire. Passengers pushed harder, shrieking. A kid was lifted over the seats by strangers trying to get him away. I climbed onto my own seat, holding the luggage rack so tight my fingers burned. A woman fell in the aisle. People tried to pull her up, but the crowd crushed forward, pinning her. She screamed once before the python's body slid over her like a living tidal wave. I'll never forget the way the scales sounded scraping against the floor, dry, rasping, almost calm. Train staff tried to push through from the next car, but the doors were blocked by panicked passengers pounding on them, screaming for help. The python moved again, now heading toward the front, its body weaving through scattered bags and abandoned shoes. It didn't lunge now. It didn't have to. Everyone was already pressed back as far as the car allowed. Its body brushed my knee as it passed, cold, heavy, and unhurried. The weight of it made my seat dip. I held perfectly still, barely breathing, praying I didn't look alive enough to interest it. Someone whispered behind me. It came from the cargo car. It broke through. But the python didn't stop. It slid past us all, moving with purpose toward the next car's door, its massive body disappearing, scale by scale, through the narrow gap. And as soon as the tip of its tail slipped through, the door slid shut on its own with a soft click, like the train itself had decided to let it pass. No one moved for a long time, not until the next station light shone in the windows. And even then, we didn't speak. We just listened to the faint, distant screams from the next car.